The recording. Good afternoon. I'm TJ Boyer, and welcome to September 18th GAE call. Thank you all for joining. And without further ado, we'll get started with some reminders and some more general awareness for folks out there. Again, just a little reminder to continue to check that with this homepage for any system alerts or any upcoming outages that we may have. Currently, right now, we don't have any planned system outages. So, again, please continue to check that. We also done our diligence and post any system issues over in the with this business with this office hours chat there. So multiple spots for folks to get some of those alerts there. And speaking of with this office hours, so the schedule was the first and third Wednesday around 1300 Mountain Time. So with October coming up, I'm looking to possible reevaluate what that schedule will look like. So we'll stay tuned. We'll let you guys know if we make any kind of adjustments for the upcoming office hours. I think we have one scheduled for October 1st. So I think about 2 weeks. But stay tuned if anything changes from that. Let's see here. Okay. So we had maybe a few reports with some users receiving like a blank screen once they got it logging into with this. So recommend this quote unquote empty cache and hard reload option that's in both Chrome and Edge. That should help improve or alleviate any kind of loading or display problems with the application. I'm gonna show you real quick what that looks like. So right now I'm in Chrome, and again, this is the same with Edge as well. If you press F12 on your keyboard, you'll get this developer tools. So this is kind of weird. Our wonderful devs over on the with this application found this out. So it's kind of weird, but once developer tools is open, if you go over to your little refresh icon button at the top left and right click it, you get the option of like a normal reload, hard reload, and the one you will want is the empty cache and hard reload, this third option here. So if you select that, it should clear out your cache and it'll refresh the page here, and you should be good to go. So that's if you see some weirdness like that blank screen ordeal there. Okay. All right. And so I think Sarah shared this in the with this office hours chat maybe earlier this month or so. But looking for any of those completed for strategic use or complete for operational use FS Pro outputs, you could use this web map on this link I shared here in the agenda to have a look there. And also there's a video on our YouTube channel on some tips and how that works there for that kind of thing there. So take a look if you need to. And then finally, again, check out the FAQ section on the With This homepage. May find something that that's very helpful and useful for you. That's been common and frequently been asked for the application. So we get that thing updated constantly. So have a have a check out there. Okay, so I could pause there for any questions on that. I'm here. I heard some beeps of folks coming in, but thank you for letting those folks into the meeting. Okay, so we'll continue on here. No changes that we receive for us for GAEs go. So again, if you got some coming up, let us know. And then for here on the RDA side, as you know, that Kim Erstrom recently retired from the group. So we currently working on a backfill for that position. Just in the meantime, we'll look to have a detailer to fill in, possibly start end of September. Once the HR process gets completed, hopefully we'll get an announcement soon on who will be joining the team here for that 120-day assignment. So stay tuned for more updates. Okay, we're going to the with this update. Anyone for with this team wanna tackle this, or I could keep going?
I can jump in here. Can you hear me okay? Just a quick audio check.
We can hear you. Yeah, kind of ruffled, but we can hear you.
Okay. If I cut out it or anything, just let me know. So we pushed out a release. This happened last week, towards the start of last week, that it went out to production. A few things in that, a couple of things that people have been looking for. We made some updates to map layers. One of the things you'll see is the 2024 interagency fire perimeters in there now. The perimeters themselves had been in, but they were mistakenly lumped in with the 2023 perimeters. So now we've got that split out. Had some updates as well to some of the layers that we used to get from the Homeland Security layers. So things like power plants and transmission lines. Let's see. We also had a number of different bug fixes that went out. Some of the things that folks on this call had run into were working on your organization assessment and not having your relative risk information come in. And in some cases, not being able to save your organization assessment because of that. I believe we've got that bug nailed down and fixed. We also made some changes there to the organization assessment, and this is one of the really visible things that you'll see in this. We started getting questions on it within an hour of when this went out to production. We try to keep the relative risk and organization assessment information in WFDIS the same as what shows up on the PMS 236 form, the risk and complexity analysis. So as part of that, we got the Part E for that added in, the incident complexity level. Had a few questions on kind of how that's different from the organization or the unit recommended organization. So unit recommended organization is still the same. You run through the tables that we've got in there, rate things, that it tallies up the table for you, and you pick what organization the approver is recommending. The incident complexity level isn't really fed by any of the tables or anything else that you fill out in organization assessment. It's just something that you pick for the complexity level. In general, it's the same as the unit recommended organization, unless your recommended organization is a CIMT, then you would choose either type 1 or type 2 as the incident complexity level. A lot of this is something that Forest Service has been asking for, so that there's a clear indication in WFDIS of what agency administrator qualification level is required for being the approver on the incident. So that feature is in there now. One way that you'll run into it is if you have an incident that has been publishing decisions and they go and make an update to that organization assessment section, it's not going to let them save it unless they fill out that new section as well. So just putting that out there, that's something you may have already gotten questions on. And if you have anything come up about that or any questions, hit up the RD&A team either in the office hours chat or by the on-call phone or put in a help desk ticket or any of the other ways that you like to get a hold of us. As well, we've got a couple of things in analysis. We did fix a bug where there used to be a bug if you had an expired analysis that was marked do not include in decision, it would keep you from marking the ready for publication toggle on the analysis tab. We've got that fixed and taken care of now. And then the big thing for analysis, the copy analysis feature is live. So if you have an analysis, you can now copy it regardless of what status your run is in. It will copy everything for the run except one, the landscape itself. You will have to regenerate the landscape, but it does copy over your edits, your landscape settings, and everything else. You just need to hit the generate landscape button. And it will not copy over results notes or status notes, since those are specifically associated with a run that has completed already. It'll copy over all of your other notes. Those should be in there. So that feature is live, and I know a bunch of folks have been using it already. I certainly have. So those are the big things that we had go out in that release. We have another one coming up that is scheduled around the end of this month, wrapping up a bunch of features. We were just doing the testing for the multiple approvers features, the draft PDF decision generation, and a few other features and good fixes in that this morning. So more to come here in a couple of weeks. Okay, aside from releases, a few things. I hope you got in your email a survey from us yesterday. Actually, sorry, that might have been Tuesday that went out. We'd certainly like to hear back from you on it. And if you didn't get that survey, please tell us. I think we can drop a link to it right here in the chat as well. So just looking for some feedback from the field on how you saw the first 6 months of the application. We're still working to get some of the things out there that I know we're all looking for, but we'd like to hear how the season has gone so far. Oh, okay. Excellent. I'll get that in there for you, Jeremy. All right. TJ, can you scroll down a little? Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything in there.
No, that's it.
Perfect.
Yep,
okay.
It.
Thank you much,
Yep.
sir.
No, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we dropped that survey in there. Thanks, Sam.
Hey, TJ, real quick, a couple things I want to mention in regards to the survey and 1.1. So there's a couple questions in there on features, DME that people would like to see. From the 61 responses we've got so far, some of the top requests were for decision preview and multiple approvers. And I did want to mention that those are going to be out in 1.1. Farsight Flam map, auto map chart, and notifications were the second place ones. Those are not planned to be in 1.1. It's mostly going to be for approvers, previewing drafts, and there's a couple other bug fixes, but I think those are the big two for 1.1. That's it. Thanks, TJ.
Thank you, man. Okay, and I think we do plan on the next we reached that 6-month milestone being a system of record for the next with this newsletter, the results and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. Okay, I could pause here for any questions out there in the world, if you have any. Okay. All right. So next, spatial fire planning. Jonah West, you got an update for the group or?
Yeah, I'll give a quick update. Just want to remind folks that you cannot have more than 10,000 characters in all of your language attached to a single shape. That'll cause that to fail to load into your strategy and your Appendix A. I've been working with a lot of the agency leads and trying to contact down the line to the units to track down those last shapes that have that excessive language. Now we're down to just 33 shapes that are over that 10,000 character limit. So nice work on everyone that's been working through that. Feel free to reach out to me if you need any help summarizing that, creating new shapes, etc. A lot of it has just been adding the spatial back into spatial fire planning. So trying to move some of that language from your unit boundary shape to a more specific subunit shape that focuses on what that language is attached to, whether that's WUI or wilderness or water, wildlife, etc. Yeah, we did cancel our WFDAs, or sorry, spatial fire planning office hours and rolled that into the WFDAs office twice a month now. That's all I got, unless there's questions, comments, or concerns. Yeah, go ahead, Jen.
I remember some past meetings where the group was working on some either like video or more kind of written tutorial on how to tackle some of the basic tasks that were more like a button pushing instruction for like managing language or associating new language with a shape and things like that. Did those ever get completed? And if so, where can we find them? I can't recall.
No, we have not totally finalized the spatial fire planning guide. Amanda just about had that wrapped up and she is on leave to get married. I will check to see where that is, maybe get a new draft out to you, but that final version will be out soon.
Great, and that includes some more kind of step-by-step
Correct.
instructions
Yep.
for
Click here,
both.
click here.
Okay. Great, thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Jonah. Thanks, Jennifer. Anyone else? Okay. Moving to fire modeling service framework. So for FMSF, earlier this month, they done a version 2.1 release, and the big thing with that release was having FS Pro support that floating point values in all the ERCs there, and then adding FlamStat modeling. So some big wins there for the application. They also gone to update their user guide for the application there. So it was pretty snazzy. I like it. So that'll be it for FMSF. We can move on to IFTDIS. I'm not sure if anyone for IFTDIS joined. Let's see. Okay. So here in the agenda, folks have in their inbox. If you have the link here, but you'll head over to the IFTDIS site there. They have their maintenance schedule, so you check out when the application is down, any of the updates or some of the patchwork that they have to get done there. Recent work that they've done, they updated their URLs in the application there, mainly with infrastructure and some of those recreation trailhead stuff there. So they also made some adjustments with some of the surface drinking water map values. Got that removed, and they had to do this because the old RFs they haven't been evaluated with the new surface drinking water layer, so they have to get out of there. and then they also address some of the couple bug fixes. Two main ones. If it's the landscape burn probability bug there, and also a previous patch had broke some of the input validations for those treatment alternatives. And again, the need some help, their help center is always available there. You can access that on their home site and check it out. Got any questions or concerns there? Okay, before we get to the round robin, just want to go back. What were any questions or anything folks had to bring up that was discussed? Okay. All right. Further ado, we'll start with Alaska. Of any coordination opportunities or any feedback?
We've been pretty slow fire-wise. October 21 through 24 will be our fall fire review, and I think we'll have some opportunities to interact as multiple agencies in person there in Anchorage. I don't know if anybody else has anything.
Nope. Thanks, Tom, for sharing.
Okay, good deal. Okay, let's go with Eastern area.
Hey, good afternoon, TJ Joaillier with the Forest Service. So we are seeing some drying trends in the GA right now, abnormal for the Northeast and also the Southern tier, and starting to see some flash drying in the Great Lakes right now. We are looking at doing a couple WFDIS trainings coming up as we transition into winter. One thing I did want to give a shout out to is Alan Hepworth. He's been a long time GAE for Region 9 and Region 8, and he's retiring at the end of the month, and just thank him for everything he's done in the GAE world and WFDIS world. That's the end of the report for the Eastern area Forest Service side of the fence.
Oh, thank you. That's big news. Congratulations, Alan. Okay, if no one else for Eastern area, we'll go with Great Basin.
This is Tanya from the Forest Service. I don't have anything to report. We've been pretty slow. Thanks.
Thanks. Okay, let's go with North Ops, South Ops.
Well, this is Patrick Doyle. I'll go for the Forest Service and Billy for North Ops, or a Christian for South Ops. Add in if you think of anything an additional. Things are really slowed down for us. We did have some precip in Northern California that really slowed things down. So really, there's just the Dillon complex just kind of wrapping up at the final end, and in South Ops with the precip that just came in, it's really dampened things down. So Garnet's really the only thing happening at this point, and it's kind of wrapping up. So things are really slowed down tremendously. Thank you for support throughout the summer here, as things have been pretty dynamic. And besides that, really don't have much more to report with any type of trainings or coordinations that we might be doing. One thing that is going to be happening that will be kind of an update at some point, I'll probably feed into it more on the next call, is we are still, with CAL FIRE is going to be doing pod workshops. So we're going to be networking that with the existing pod boundaries on the other agency lands. So it's pretty seamless. So that should there be only one data set. And when that gets completed, it'll be added to the national layer. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on their server as well. So just trying to make sure that we work through the process of making sure it's one seamless. Any modifications get applied to the national layer as well. In the report for Patrick.
Patrick, I think you captured everything from South Ops. Billy, you have anything?
Nope. I think Patrick got it pretty good for us too. Thanks.
Okay. Northern Rockies.
This is Carly Demars with BLM. We have had, we still have active fires, but a couple of days of a warming trend, and then we're going to see more fall type scenario and should be kind of ramping down. So, and a report for me.
For Forest Service in the Northern Rockies, similar to what Carly shared, still some large fires on the landscape, on the forest, various forests across the region. Most of them received precipitation over the last week, so they've moderated quite a bit. Most forests are in moderate fire danger, with a couple in the high category. No WFDS training planned at the moment, but we'll be working on that for the winter months. And report.
Nothing for the Fish and Wildlife Service Northern Rockies at this time.
Sweet. Okay, let's go with Northwest.
Hey y'all, this is Ian. Let's see here. Holding out a PL4 right now, although we're trending towards a 3. I would expect to see that here in another 3-4 days. Activity's actually been pretty busy for the last week. If anyone had taken a look at the Bear Gulch fire, pretty interesting little study there and what can happen in 24 hours under the right conditions in a rainforest. Otherwise, still a handful of incident management teams out in northeastern Washington and fires in various stages of control. So, thick been a report.
Yeah, nothing additional to add for BLM, Oregon, Washington. Thanks for the heads up on some of the spatial fire planning language, working on fixing that, as well as I think some HTML cleaning that was keeping shapes from showing up in decisions. So yeah, thanks for the help.
Okay, Rocky Mountain.
Good afternoon, folks. This is Mike Caggiano with the U.S. Forest Service, and the conditions here have really moderated, and so really not seeing a lot of large fire activity. Thanks again for the survey on WFDS. We pushed that out again, and I reminded folks to work on that, and we're thinking about having our own WFDS after action review in the coming months. That's all. Thank you.
Hey, this is Rebecca with BLM in the Rocky Mountain area. Yeah, not much to report on as far as BLM goes. It looks like most of the geographic area has received some rain in the past 3 days, up to an inch in some places. Yeah, that's it for BLM.
Kate Fisher for the Fish and Wildlife Service. Yeah, we actually had 1209 fire down at Crescent Lake National Wildlife Refuge since the last call. Did initiate a WFDS, and thanks for those that helped me out on that. Appreciate it.
Let's go with Southwest.
Hey, Richie from the Forest Service. Pretty slow in the Southwest. We've been getting quite a bit of moisture. Got one team still out on the Dragon Bravo, but it's a suppression repair show. Don't got any upcoming trainings planned. We're just starting to get our geographic area decision support committee back in session starting November, and we'll start planning some of that stuff for the winter months. But we'll make sure to pass along whatever we come up with and a report.
All right, thanks. No one else for Southwest. Let's go Southern area. Okay, not sure if someone from Southern area joined us, but if not,
Hey, TJ.
hey,
Kelly Cagle put an update for Southern area into the chat. Said he was on a fire assignment, couldn't jump on, but activity pretty low, but IA increasing. A bunch of the region in one drought category or another, and some forecasts for continued dry weather patterns over the next couple of weeks. So that was his update.
oh, thank you. I see. Yep. Thank you. Okay. All right. That concludes this month's GAE call. Thank you all for joining. Our next schedule call will be October 16th. So the third Thursday in October. So if I don't hear from you till then, thank you all for joining, and hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, TJ. Thank you, everybody.